Hey, hey, hey.
It's been a long time.
Hello, hello, hello.
Look, I'm glad to be back. I've been missing you all. We've just been here and there, but it's always good to be back here with you guys on Facebook. We got something interesting today, something that we saw a while ago. We just took long to do it. So
very long.
Yeah, so hopefully we can make it happen. So listen, as you get on, please make sure that you share this and then just invite other people and give your input, questions that you have about marriage. Like always, we are in a race to heal marriages.
Amen.
It's very important to God that I say all the time that He started the Bible with a marriage and He ended with a marriage, right?
Wow.
Adam and Eve started with a marriage. They ended with the marriage with Jesus and His bride, the church. So I'm always delighted to partner with God to see marriages do better, to families to do well, where we can grow together in love and just, build something lasting for the Lord within our home life. So, in saying that, make sure that you join in on tonight with us and make sure you share it as well, okay?
Share.
Absolutely. But we want to make sure that we can invite some people on. Sorry about that on the screen. My goodness, I'm excited. I'm excited about
we got some special guests
and we
tonight.
We do.
Look, so share. We got two special, lovely couples who are going to come on in just a few moments. But we want to get a few more people on, so make sure you share. Make sure you share.
What's going on, Frida? What's going on? I'm glad you joined us. And we got some more people. Listen, say something. We want to acknowledge you for joining us tonight. Look, we got some T-shirts. I guess not matching T-shirts, but this is.
They go together.
They go together. What's mine say?
He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
And what else?
And finds favor in the Lord.
I obtained favor in the Lord. Let me see what you'll say. What does it say?
You know what it says, wife he found.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Thank you, Miss Shirley.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look, she is found. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. I want to talk about that tonight.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, just finds a good thing and then obtains.
And finds favor.
And
obtains favor with the Lord.
With the Lord, man, that's huge. So look, we're gonna.
So your favor didn't start until I came. I know you want to talk about that.
Well, okay. I don't say. I think God added favor.
Yeah.
Because I don't think. I think He has many ways to shower favor on people.
I know you go there. That's why I said it.
I'm serious. I don't think it's. What's going on, Mama? What's going on? We got all the people joining us tonight. Oh my goodness, what do we got? So look, let me see if I can try to. Let me see. Can I? I don't know. Let's see if we can get some people connected up. What you doing?
That's the invite, isn't it?
Okay. Yep. All right. So.
They're not on yet.
Okay. So while we're waiting for guests to join in, I'm looking forward to this. So something that we have planned and we've been saying that we're going to do, we've been wanting to do a marriage book club, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what that looks like.
So that looks like we're going to have some couples on. We're going to discuss our book, and you can walk with us. You can walk with us. You got the book?
Yes.
You can walk with us. Dating advice for married men. So the title is not what it really is. It's for all of us. It's for singles. It's for married men. Is that both of them?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we're waiting on our guests to get on, and then we're going to go ahead and start. But that's what it looks like. So we want to make sure that you get your copies on my page, I actually tagged. I tagged at the top of the page. You can click on and purchase your book. Some of you already have your books. I see Toriana, you already have your book. And okay, so we're gonna invite. Okay, one of our couple so far, and then we'll wait for the other one. Yes. So get your copy. So click the link now so your book can be here by next week. Okay. And if you are local and you need to purchase a book, then you can contact Pastor Mike or me, and then we'll get the book to you if you're local. But if you're not local, then you have to go on Amazon. So, yes.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. What's going on?
Gus, I don't know how to do this on my.
It's fine. You're doing just fine. Can you hear us?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it on my computer. Like this is on my
You gotta
phone.
do it on your phone.
Why? Oh, it doesn't work on the computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
Sorry, Tamar's coming. He's coming. He's right there.
Okay. So you sound far off. I don't know if you changed something with your volume or something.
No, it's loud. It's the loudest that it can go.
Okay.
And it's on my phone, so I don't know. I don't know why. So is your volume up?
Yeah, my volume is up. Let me try.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Say something.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
That's so weird.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was you all the time.
I don't know what it is. When I do that, just swipe up, swipe down. I don't know. Hey, look, so I want to see the same way you got on. I want to make sure that our other guests can jump on real quick as well.
I don't know how to do it. So, I mean, I think you'll have to send a request because I'm not good at this.
Hey, have her to get on just like you did, same way. Just have her get on, and then I'll send a request.
Okay.
Yeah. But look, while you're doing that, listen, I want you all to, while you're jumping on, make sure that you share. Invite your friends, invite some family members. I want to just talk a bit. Have some fun.
Are you on this page or are you on the Mike Owens page?
I am on the Michael Owens.
Okay. I just got to refresh. Yep. Yeah. Okay, because I don't see it yet. That's weird.
So
I'll try it on my phone.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sending the wrong one. Sorry, Pastor.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So here's the thing. As soon as you join in, listen, announce yourself. Let us know where you are. Those who are typing in, I'm glad that you joined us. I got Toriana on as well. So good to see you, Tori.
I might have to bring this down some because you can't, the way it looks on here.
Okay.
So those of you all who are watching, can you see my whole face? Can you see Pastor Mike? Can you see our whole face? Or maybe it's my phone.
Okay. Let us know if you're able to see clearly. Amber, what's going on? Let us know if you're able to see. Type in there. Tell us if everything is.
Because it looks clear. Like it's halfway.
Okay. Okay. Let us know what you're seeing. And as you're joining in, okay. Part of your face is okay. So we need some professionals. Look, we need to hire some people, some tech savvy people to get this right. All right. We need some tech savvy people. Okay. What do we got?
We got commercials.
All right. So are you all seeing it? Somebody said it was clear.
Is that better?
Is it better? All right. All right. Kelly. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see if we can. So where's the hubby at? Like, we see you. I want to see the hubby. Where is he? There we go. That's my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go.
Hello,
hey,
hello.
What's going on? It's good to see you all.
Good evening.
What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
Oh, man. It's good to see y'all. Listen, so look, we excited. So we were just telling everybody what we're trying to do, just for those that are watching. Look, we said that we're going to do a book club, a marriage book club, okay? And the book club we're going to start off with is the book Dating Advice for Married Men, all right? So we're just going to do a quick introduction. We're going to have some questions for the couples here, but we encourage you all to make sure, if you do not have the book, go to Amazon and get the book, get your copy. Dating Advice for Married Men. It's going to be wonderful. Our goal again is we're on a race to heal marriages. All right. So listen, thank you all for joining us. So we got the babysitting club on this side. Got all the kids over here. So,
Hi.
I want you all to introduce yourselves for people who don't know you. Let's start. I want to start with the new guests. We're going to come to you all, Bonnie, tomorrow. People seen you before. So let's start with new guests. Tell us your names and how did you all meet?
Hey, Donovan. Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, so I'm Kyle.
I'm Donovan.
Donovan, good to see you, man.
And we met at the airport. I was traveling in from, I think from like my grandma. So we live in the Bahamas. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold that I'm trying to get over. But we live in the Bahamas. So I was traveling home to the Bahamas from taking care of my grandma after she had a stroke. And he asked to help me with my bags as I was getting all my, if you know me, I travel very heavy.
That's
So
a fact.
I've at the airport before. He like, Billy Carol, and we recently had a baby, and I don't know if I can keep it still, but I be making it work. You know, everything is stacked as so it balances out. But anyways, I had a bunch of bags, so he had offered to help me.
Yeah, and after that, I saw the smile and took me right off my feet. And yeah, I invited her out that, we should, like, it just sparked from there, and it was on from there. We were everything about her, and now we here with a baby.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I remember Donovan said, I know what I saw. And I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. It was just something about her. I couldn't explain, but I just wanted to know more.
Wow.
So, and here we are, like, still here.
And how long you all been together?
Been together for like about 2 years now.
2 years. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
It's because I thought you was gonna tell a story about.
Yeah.
So when he first asked me out on our first date, he said he wanted to take me for some salad, and so
Salad.
food is salad. So I'm thinking like lettuce salad. He's talking about conch salad, which is
Come
like,
on now.
Wow.
so I was like, at first I'm like, oh yeah, I love salad. And then when he said conch salad, I was like, I don't know. I don't really like conch salad. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Wow. Look, I love some conch. I just had my mother, not my mother-in-law, my godmother to bring me some from Miami. I would have liked it from the Bahamas, but it came from Miami. And I have some in the freezer right now, so I love conch.
Yeah.
Well, about a year after that, he took me to the spot that he was gonna take me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've never liked conch salad until now." Like,
Wow.
it's like, yeah, I was trying to take you on our first date, and you
Yeah.
shot me right down.
I was so ready. I was lost.
Wow.
I want it back, for sure.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So just I'm gonna press it a little bit more. As far as how did you propose? Tell me what's going on. Like, how did that happen?
Well, I, it was we both, we both. I was like, you know what? I think we should make more of this,
That's
and
good.
we both agree that we should do it. Like I haven't or yet, however, but we both consider it, and because it's like so, and it feels like it meant to be,
Mm.
and we both agreed. They're having, there are plans in the making right now, and that's where we are right now.
Okay, so y'all haven't even got married just yet?
No, we're not
Yeah.
married yet. No.
Okay, so y'all got a date?
Well, we had a date and we're having some work troubles getting, because we
vacation.
want to get over to the States where my grandma is.
Okay.
Do it. So we're working out some scheduling things, but I think, since we had our son, we had a lot of conversations and talks about just, wanting to make our family official, and even, through the ups and the downs that we want to commit to working through all of those things with each other. And um, but I told him, like, even though we got a date, you still got to get down on the knee and propose.
Okay. So this is gonna be fun. Look, I love this. Is gonna be fun. So
Yes.
you didn't spice the mix up now. So this is gonna be we're gonna have so much fun, y'all. All right. So all right. So tomorrow, Bonnie, I know people know you already, but come on, just reintroduce yourself too. Tell everybody how y'all met and how you proposed.
You could let Tamar, because I feel like I told it last time. You could just tell
Yeah.
him.
All right, come on, tomorrow. You get a chance.
All right.
To great.
All right, it's my version.
That's right.
I met this beautiful young lady in college freshman year. Second semester. We had a mutual friend, and we stayed in like the same complex, but not the same building. Um, So we had a mutual friend in her building. We was up there in her room. Good conversation, getting pretty deep. Then she left, went down the hall, and was like, "Oh, I got a friend I want you to meet." So left, went down the hall, came back with Bonnie. So apparently, she told me, "Oh, I got a friend I want you to meet." Went got big. She told her, "Oh, I got some friends I want you to meet," but she didn't know it was me. She thinking it's like some female friends or whatever. So she came in the room with the scarf on, some pajamas, and but I could see that she couldn't hide the beauty. So we ended up
You can have the what?
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Nah. No, we just clicked from day one, for real, for real. And wow, so that was freshman year. That was like 2006,
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
and here we are in 2025. So, um, yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been real life. It's been work. It's been ups, downs, roller coasters, all that good stuff. But it has been beautiful though, for real. Whenever I take a step back and tell a story, even just think about it for real, for real. Sometimes I wake up and just like, dang, I'm blessed. Like, think about all the memories and stuff. It gets real, man. And it's hard to believe too, seeing these kids grow up. When I get to looking at old pictures, memories just popping up on my phone, and I'm like, dang, I remember when we was holding this baby, and now they grown playing saxophone and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy.
When Tamar proposed, we moved to St. Louis in 2015, and we were moving into an apartment. And he proposed the day we moved, the day before we were supposed to move into the apartment. He got on one knee and he basically said, I remember some of it. He said, when I met you, my heart was empty like this apartment because it was empty. We hadn't moved
Like,
anything
man,
in
just
yet.
Oh,
got
tomorrow
to
you got
settle off. You know,
And it was beautiful. And I remember Isaiah was cheesing the whole time he was
yeah,
proposing.
because he was only one.
Yeah, he
And
was
right
one.
there, it was just me, her, and Zay.
And it was perfect because, you know, most people know, like, I don't like, you know, not like, oh, I don't want like a big, I wanted something intimate. And it was perfect. And that was 2015. And then in 2016, we got married on our anniversary that next year. So
Wow.
we just hit 9 years, but we've been together for 19 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. So, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we want to do a book club. Like when we the Lord showed us a while ago to like do a book club with this particular book. So we're gonna do an introduction, and so the goal is uh, when we meet, we're gonna go over like two of the chapters, right? Ask questions, and let's have real talk discussions. All right.
Uh,
But I want to ask you all, and I want to make sure I got the names right. Okay, it's Donovan, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What's your wife? What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle. Okay. All right. Donovan and Kyle. Okay. Bonnie tomorrow. So I'm going to ask you all. Okay, and feel free to jump in
This is my friend.
when we talk about that title, dating advice for married men. What do you think about the title? What comes to mind?
Why are you dating while you're married?
Dating while you're married. Okay.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
so
that's
be
all right.
honest.
All right. All right. Anybody else? Just jump in. What do you think? When you think of dating advice, go ahead, Donovan. You about to say something?
I think about like when you say dating while you're married, just keeping that spark, just keeping that, just keeping, just keeping stuff alive, being a, and just going out there and always just not letting it just be normal, but surprisingly dating pop-ups, like stuff, fun stuff.
That's
You know,
good.
Right.
yeah.
Sounds like tomorrow.
I
Man,
like
yeah,
it.
I'm really trying to keep some tips to, that's what I think about. You say dating advice for married man. Just some different tips and ideas and suggestions on how, like Donovan said, to keep that spark, just to keep it, keep that love going, and being intentional, just giving out some key pointers on how to keep it going. So that's what comes to mind when I hear dating
yeah.
advice.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good. What about you, Kyle?
I think about um the first is like advice for men, because I mean I guess I think about like what you did to get me is what you got to do to keep me.
Ooh.
Or
Oh,
Wow.
Donovan, that's you gotta step it up, brother.
Oh, wow. Oh,
She set the bar.
that's a bar.
now that's interesting. Now you
I
look, you
heard
were
that.
deep right there. Okay.
Said don't get left.
Say it one more time, Kyle.
What you did to get what you got to do to keep me, or in this case, I mean, because I mean, this is something we talk about a lot, like being married. Like, obviously, like I'm not going nowhere, so you're gonna keep me either way. But like to keep me in a happy place, like feeling fulfilled, like those same things that you did to get me. A big thing that we kind of had when we first, I think, because of cultural differences, like down here, he's very like spur of the moment, I feel it as last
That
minute. He's
ain't culture. That's
spur
too
of,
much.
It's spontaneous, man. It's spontaneous, brother. I see you. I salute you, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wait, Kyle, we can't hear you.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
We
we
hear
can.
you now.
But I always felt like, no, like plan the date. You need to give me like 3 days advance notice. Like schedule it out and then, plan something. Don't call about what tonight, you know. And so I think about that and like I when after the whole salad thing, the first date that he took me on after we had talked for a while, very intentional. It was very much like he had listened to what I got to do, and um took me out on his boat and just spent the day deep like what's it called? Look going down to look at all the fish and like just
Mhm.
on the beach and just talked all day. Like
Oh,
but
that's beautiful, Donovan.
like what we had talked
Look,
about.
Donna got game over there.
We definitely do.
Like
Donovan got that boat.
gotta do to keep
Boat
me.
action, don't
So,
play.
I want to jump in because
Hold on 1 second before you jump in. Listen.
Okay.
So this is what I'm seeing on the screen. I'm actually looking, and I could only see like what I'm looking at if I look at the screen with all of us. Like Bonnie and Tamara, you all need to scoot closer together, and then also you all. I only see Kyle on here.
I
So
don't know why, because from my view, I can see all 6 of us just fine.
Yeah, me too.
I can
Yeah.
see it. I can see it looking forward, like me looking at us forward on here. I'm looking at it, and it looks like that. But like I'm on my phone, and it looks like this.
Oh, got you. I wonder why. That's so weird. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how.
if it's because of the way the.
Mhm.
We can try to turn out. Okay, let's turn out sideways, and maybe that may help.
I don't know how to do that.
Let's turn the
I
camera.
just
Oh,
turned
okay.
my phone.
Okay, so we're
Right.
see if that works.
Like this?
It's so weird.
you just need to straighten it out.
We just need to straighten it out. I guess we'll have to make the. Yeah, that's not helpful.
That didn't help. Oh no.
Yeah, because we're not in the frame. I don't know why is that.
Yeah, you can straighten your phone back out because it looks sideways.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well. Let me see. I'm gonna go out and come in and see what happens.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So here's
So are we on there?
I'm not sure. I think it depends on where the people are seeing it at home, how they're looking at it.
I don't know how to fix it.
All right. So they have to do, I guess, until we get everything, all the kinks out. But look, I have a question.
Mhm.
So Kyle, you mentioned what you did to get me, you have to do to keep me, right? But we know realistically in marriages and relationships that familiarity sets in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If the man stopped doing the things that they did once they started, then what happens then to the relationship?
I think then it gets like dull, or it gets. I know something like that I like hear about a lot and been trying. You know, we kind of talk about is like, especially having a new kid, is not becoming like that roommate syndrome, where
Mhm.
we're just like roommates living together, but that we still have like that spark. But I guess I feel like if you don't continue to put in that effort, that yeah, then it just kind of becomes like we're just two people, you know,
No.
in each other's presence, but not really like vibing with each other and, you know, growing with each other and
Okay.
having that love, you know, or that's, I guess.
So I want to hear Donovan's and then Tamar and Bonnie, I want to hear what you got to say. Because, you know, familiarity kicks in, and say kids come in, and there are things that you were doing when you were single, when you had no children, that you can't do now like before, and things change. So what happens to the relationship? What
Mhm.
what do you do at this point?
I think like it just depends, because I think there are like seasons where you're just in the motions of like being married or having a family, being married with kids. You're just in the motions. Like I remember even a couple of days ago, me and Tamar were so busy because I have clinicals on Saturday, and then Friday he's off, but then Saturday he watches the kids while I'm at clinicals, and then by the time my Sunday comes, like I'm taking the kids to church because now he has to work on Sundays. And I remember saying to him, I said, "Babe, I love you." Like I feel like we haven't seen each other. And then when it's time to go to bed, it's like we're going and passing because I have to study for school.
Mm.
So
I'm
and he's
so
up.
early.
He's up so early. So, there are some times where it is just you're going through the motions and you're just kind of going through life. But then I think if you just understand, like, that's the season that you're in, when you do get a moment, you make the most of the moment. Like sometimes on Fridays, like tomorrow, I work from home and he's off. So we'll go to lunch together. To me, that's like a spark. Like, okay, we might go to like Zaxby's, but it's like that's beautiful because it's quality time, or like wherever we go. Yeah, I'm just thinking like because they got good salads. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like we'll go to Zaxby's or like Salada, and like that's fun for me, even if it's for an hour.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Men, I do want to hear from the men. What do you
Yeah.
all? Because y'all know how it is, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, I think that when I think about it, I understand, like living in it. I understand that you just have to be intentional. Like that's really what, like, yeah, the life's right. We got, when you add kids and work and all the extra thing that comes with it. We can get busy. We can, it can be chaotic at times, but I think as with anything, you just have to make adjustments. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the same exact. Like you can't do the same exact things that we did just because time doesn't even permit the way it used to. But you just make the necessary adjustments and just be intentional. And sometimes if that means you got a plan, like you really can't be as spontaneous and just go with the flow in the heat of the moment. Sometimes you have to be calculated and really do plan. All right, 3 weeks from now we're gonna go to lunch and the kids gonna be at school, and then we gonna have to really put it together now.
We did for our anniversary. We had to do that. We had 2 babysitters. I asked them months in advance
Man, what?
to watch 4 kids, and they were fine with it, but we had to plan it very
Very
strategically,
well in advance.
and it was very well planned.
Different
And we had,
sides of time. It was a
yeah,
lot.
and we had a great, amazing time together for our anniversary. But
Well,
yeah, it was like this is the only time, the only window we can do it. So I think it
Right.
just depends on the season. What's the bandwidth of time you have? Do you have a lot of time? Do you have more free time? Me and Tamar's time is of the essence. Like we're very busy,
you gotta make the most of it.
Yeah.
Whenever you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Donovan? What do you think?
I mean, piggyback on what they said. With 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 me and Kyle, with this being our first kid, I realized that because, like she say, I'm like a spirit of the moment type of guy.
Mhm.
I want to do stuff like that, and like, but it's kind of hard sometimes,
Yeah.
So it's all about planning. It's really, that convenience of me and her having the time or me being off, because I work different shifts, and a lot is some basically early shifts, and a lot is late shifts. So with DJ just going into preschool right now, I mean daycare, it gives us some leverage, so we do have some time to make one another, and it feels good too, especially when you haven't done it for so long. You tend to appreciate it, coming together. So planning is everything, and is at right now. I really have to get used to that because I like the spirit of the moment thing. Like, hey, put on your clothes. Let's go do something.
I feel you. Me too, bro.
That's how I said, Kyle, that's not a culture thing. Tamar's the same way.
Look, when
He's
kids,
so messy. Can I tell y'all real quick that he would be calling on the way as we going somewhere? Oh, y'all got a spot open? What time? Can you book it? That's how spare the moment he was.
It feels
That be the plan B, man. See, look, Look, what me and Donovan be doing sometimes, y'all just don't be knowing it. We be planning, but we just don't tell y'all. So if we don't tell y'all, give y'all a play-by-play, then in your eyes, we ain't planned it, we ain't thought about it, we ain't did nothing because y'all wasn't in the planning phases, man.
Let me tell you this. The reason I asked this question is because I've seen marriages where because they're not doing the same thing they started doing. 5 years later, 10 years later, situation's totally different, right? Like you like being spontaneous, but when you got about 4 kids involved, spontaneity
Goes out the
always
window.
easy,
It
right?
make my
So, you know, I've seen people where their marriages and relationships fell apart because when they started, it's not the same. And so this is what that book is about, is dealing with those deeper matters, the engine that helps run marriage. I truly believe that God put in place, say, this is how my thing works. Something I mentioned in a book is that I used to have a Mercedes, right? And I was naive, y'all. I ended up putting like regular gas in the Mercedes.
oh.
I know. Look, don't judge me, man. Forget that. Don't judge me. And luckily, years ago, my father called me like, "Hey, man, what you doing?" He stopped me. He said, "Listen, you do not put regular gas in a Mercedes." I was like, I wasn't thinking. He said, "Yeah, you can mess up the engine." And right, and the reason why is because of how the manufacturer made it. Right? And so the question that we deal with, especially with men, because a lot of men don't know, is if God designed marriage, we need to find out how did he make it. Because however he made it, he has the blueprint for how to keep it lasting for a long time.
Right.
So I'm going to ask y'all some questions about this real quick. We're married, all right? Y'all ready for this? I want you. So,
Y'all see.
okay, this is going to be good. So, question number one that I have about marriage, and that is, the Bible describes a wife. Now, I want the men to answer this first, okay? The Bible describes a wife as a helpmeet. Since he's the manufacturer, what do you think God meant when he called a wife? So I want to start with the couple who they gonna get married, right? So this is good. This is the marriage counseling 101, all right? This is quiz.
Come on,
Preparing y'all.
Dr. We
All
room for
right, then I'm gonna go for the couple that got married in the whole village over there. Let's see what they say. All right, so come on, Donovan, tell me when God said, "I will give you a helpmeet." He's talking to Adam. What do you think he had in mind?
Say it again. When God gave Adam
When God made man, he said it's not good for you to be alone, right? I'm going to give you a helpmeet. In Genesis, that's what he gave him. He took, opened him up, put him to sleep, opened him up, took out a rib, and made woman from man, and then gave her and said, "Okay, here's your helpmeet." What do you think he meant? It's like the premium now. We're trying to make sure we put the premium in the Mercedes, because a lot of husbands are putting regular gas and their marriage is messed up. So come on, what did he mean?
what I think he meant was that he Adam he gave Adam someone that when he is down, lift him up.
Okay.
When he needs encouragement, he'd be there to encourage him. It's like, I would say, an iron, when, well, because sometimes, when you're lonely as a man, you can be empty. And that, God really fills you up too. But there's one point when you don't have someone, you tend to feel empty of something, you know, and having that helpmate, I would say, that you need that someone to help you in every way, I guess, emotionally, physically, and mentally, I would say, you know,
Okay.
how that's how I feel about a helpmate.
Okay.
I love that.
So what about you, Tamar?
Um, so I think that when God did that, I feel like he realized. I think about it like I look at it holistically, like he had just created the world, created all the plants, the animals, and was like it's good, right? Everything is good. This is before like sin is in the world, so everything's beautiful, almost perfect. But then you got Adam, you got this one man to enjoy all of this stuff by itself, but it's not as good when you by yourself, right? Like even though you got everything, think about Adam got the whole world, got everything that God made to itself, really, So it's like, all right, you got all of this, but God still saw that um it was, even though everything was good, He saw that it wasn't good for Adam to be in all of that perfection by himself. So when He created this, when I think about the helpmate, I think of companionship and God wanting to us to have somebody to enjoy life with, to enjoy all of his creations with, and we understand you know, on a day to day like modernistic thing, like just enjoying life, um, and sharing life with, you know. That's kind of what I think about when I think about it. Help make somebody to share your life with, help you to celebrate with and enjoy the good in life, and then help you through the bad. Like Donovan was saying, just being there supporting you as well through it all.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna ask the ladies. What do you all think?
Go ahead, Kyle.
I think similar to what Donovan said about encouraging and supporting. Um, I think, as a wife, we should help our husbands be the version of themselves, and hold them, kind of like we talk a lot, we say a lot like iron sharpens iron, like where it's just like, you know, I'm I'm gonna hold you accountable to being who you've told me, you want to be, who I see you, the potential I see that you can, what I know God has called you to be, and not like letting him fall short, of that, um, and just encouraging him, but also like trying to do it, or like making sure that you're doing it in a way that still allows him to be the man, and to be a leader and not feel like emasculated.
Mm,
But yeah, I think like I think primarily I look at it like encouraging him and keeping him accountable to being the best version of himself that he can be in all the aspects, whether it's in life, or spiritually, or at work, in his endeavors, even like when it comes to eating and keeping your body, working out or and stuff like that, like making sure that he's being fed, nutritious whole meals, so that he's just the best version of himself that he can be.
okay. All right, Bonnie, you're up. What do you think when
I
you
think
read?
they all have beautiful answers, but I think that a helpmate is a woman is strength to the man, and whether that strength is physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual. I think depending on the day and what they need, we're supposed to give them. We're supposed to be a source, not the source of strength, because God's a source of strength, but I think we're supposed to add strength to them. So if they're, struggling at work, we're supposed to be there and let God use us to, speak wisdom. If they're, there's something that has to be done around the house or with the kids, we're supposed to lift the load, That's what I think.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's, go ahead. I'm sorry. What you gonna say?
Oh no, no, I was just saying I agree with all of them. That's
I agree with Bonnie.
You say you agree with Bonnie? So I'm glad Bonnie mentioned that. That word, and this is for you all. You'll get married. It's for you all that are married. That word, literally in the Hebrew, actually means is strength.
Oh.
Now, keep in mind, God calls her a helpmeet before sin, which means there was no discouragement in the world, and He said, "I'm still giving strength." So I know we just limit it to just, okay, when I'm feeling down, a woman's here to pick me up. No, it's much more than that. Remember, there was no need for, there was no sorrow in the world. Like when I'm down, right? So, and He still said, she's gonna be helping me. She's gonna be strength, even there's no sorrow in the world, because sin hadn't entered the world, right? So it's much more. And I wonder if husbands, if we begin to explore the beauty of our future wife or our current wife's strength, how much more would our marriage even be better? To celebrate their strength. What y'all think? Come on.
I think it would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think sometimes we forget about that part though, because I think we're just going in the motions of the day, and then it's like others, there's other stuff, other outside factors or just situations that are happening, and we don't always go back and think about that word or what God really called the woman to be in the heat of the moment when, sorry, when bad stuff is happening.
And I think it's important.
What'd you say? We can hear
Like,
you, Kyle.
I think like that. If I'm thinking of, thank you, babe, like strength in the correct way, but not like, I don't know how to say it, but not like taking the wife's strength for granted, maybe, and feeling like just because I can do all of these things and I'm good at it, like, Donovan always tells me, like, you're a soccer mom, you got this, like, you can juggle all these things, and I'm like, yeah, I can, but like, sometimes there's only so much strength that we have. So I mean, I think that that's interesting, because I feel like it's the first time that I've heard it that way.
Yeah.
But it makes me think about like, yeah, like it makes me want to dive deeper into like what does that mean, and what I guess what levels of like strength like are we to have, and how does that play into helping each other stay strong, in whatever that we're doing.
That's beautiful. The fact that, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Kyle, the fact that when God sees the wife, He sees strength, and it gives Donovan, it gives me, it gives Tamar a way to look at wives and say, okay, I need to see you as strength. You're not some second class person that, you just do what I say. You just come alongside me and support my vision. But even when I'm not down, guess what? I can celebrate your strengths. I appreciate the beauty and the strength that God has given you and poured in you. But that's beautiful. What you think?
I think that's beautiful. I was going to ask the men, like, what does that look like when you see us? Like, how would you like that strength to look?
All right, come on, Donovan. You take this one. That's a deep question, man.
How would you like that strength to look?
They repeat it so they can.
I don't even know what I just
You
said.
said what? You said something about with men. You want to ask Ian, what does that look like?
Yes.
And what does that strength look like to us?
Yes.
Okay, so Donovan, what you think?
What does the lady's strength, wife,
Yeah.
like?
Or what would you like it to look like, or what does it look like now? How would you?
Like,
Yeah.
what I would like it to look like. I would like a strength to look like her like embracing me, um, um, just like encouraging me and inspiring me in every way, and I would like it to look like. We just do it for side.
Can y'all see us okay sideways like that?
It's sideways. It looks. You probably have to straighten it out, and you look crooked.
It only just gets the person in the frame, really. I don't know.
She just had to put it on charge, and that charger ain't.
Hold on, let me see.
I got you. Okay, what you
So, how I would like it to look like, strength in just understanding me, and strength in, like I say, just embracing me, and just whenever I'm down, just lifting me up. Like I say, just embracing,
I'm gonna add the request on my other phone real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
See if you could add us in on this phone.
And I gotta I want to dig into the your response, Donovan.
Okay.
I want to ask you this: if you're not down or needing encouragement, what would strength look like to you and your wife? Say if you're having a good day, you're down, you don't need encouragement. What do you think that strength will look like if you saw her?
If I didn't hear your last part.
So, like, say, I know you mentioned like when you're down, right? Like when we need encouragement, we want our wives there to kind of like, be that strength. We can pull from, encourage, wisdom. But say you're not down, say you're not discouraged, and you're feeling good, but God says, okay, she's still strength. What does that look like?
So I would say strengthen, even spiritually. Because strength in being spiritually, we as human beings tend to, we know God, we know of Him. I believe in Him. She believes in Him as well, right? But us as human beings, sometimes we tend to forget His strength and what He does and how He works through us. So I would look at her too by embracing that, and me embracing her when she seems to forget. So I look at I would want to see that in her too, because that can go far, that could take us far. When a woman has strength, and but she has to believe in Him too. She has to believe in God to have the strength to also remind both of us. And not just her, me as well, because sometimes she can tend to forget how strong He is, and how He works through us. So I feel like that's how I would see that strength, because it all starts from His source. That's, and that's what keeps us, I would say, together, as one unit. you know. So that's how I really look at that, and that's what really admire me. That's what I admire about Kyle as well, you know. That's what I admire about it, and that's how I see the strength.
Okay, that's beautiful. And the reason I mentioned that is because I wanted to detach um, the man that's needing the encouragement, because I often hear that a lot. Like, okay, when I'm down, she strengthens me, etc. But is that Kyle? Are you actually
Yeah, that's me trying. I have another phone. I'm trying to put it on
all right?
because this one's about to die.
It says you're already a guest in this broadcast,
Okay, let me see if I leave.
and then we'll bring you back. Okay, all right, all right. So, okay, let me see if I can invite her now. All right, so, all right. I don't know. We got to wait till she connects again. But can you all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
So, what I was saying is that what I've seen a lot in marriages where, and a lot of men respond the same way. Where if I'm down, the woman comes to help me out and build me up or strengthen me up, and they only view a woman's role as strength in light of them getting what they want, right? But that's why let's remove the discouragement. Say you're not discouraged, and you're not sad, or you're not in pain, or like you have no goal and none. Say everything is well, right?
Mm-hmm.
God still calls her strength. So her strength is not dependent on you needing to be strengthened.
Right,
She's
right,
strong.
right.
He said she's a help me, right? And what I've seen, and I want to get your feedback, because what I've seen in many marriages, in Christian marriages, where you get a wife that's spiritually strong, she hears the Holy Spirit, and her husband can't understand it. She's praying all the time, and the husband like, I don't relate to that, right? And it's like he's not acknowledging the strength that God has poured into her. And there are times like when I met Nia, she was like, I heard the Lord say, and I didn't appreciate that strength that she can hear. Like God don't speak. And we would go back and forth. Like and I would go to scripture, and I kept going back and forth where she got what was it? Like you just got
I
two.
just started saying this is a good idea, right?
Yes, she would have to tell me, okay, I feel like it's a good idea. She couldn't say God said, because if you said God said, I shot it down. And that was the Lord adding strength to my life. She's
Right.
the voice of God, and I didn't value that strength, that grace that was on her, and I shot it down. But when she said, "I think this is what we should do," and I said, "Okay," I accepted that more than her saying God said. And then when it worked out, I'm like, "Dang, how this girl always right about this stuff?"
It wasn't me.
And it was the Lord. So you understand what I'm saying? How we don't value the strength that God pours into wives, all because we see it in light of, okay, it has to benefit me as a husband. When I'm going through, you pick me up, and I hear it all the time. That's why I wanted to like take that remove the problem away and see what strength looks like. So tell me what you think about that.
No, that's real. That's spot on, man. I think when I think about strength, I think okay in that context of everything. It's a beautiful day. Everything is going good. Um, Strength looks like. I mean, strength can come in many forms, but I mean, it can come in the form of love. Like,
Yeah.
I'm coming home. You know, it could be a great day. You've been gone and coming home feeling like, hey, baby, I miss you. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. Like affection and love,
Yeah.
like that could be strength right there. You know, just being supportive in whatever ways, like not even just on a like lift me up if I'm down, but like keep me up. You know, like if I'm up, don't bring me down. I don't, you know, like just being on some positive, you know, good energy, good vibes. Like I think that would be um that looks like strength to me, you know. Honestly, I look at I think love would definitely be that's very strong because you know, that could be taken for granted as well because everybody's not, you know, might not feel love coming home or whatever like that. You know, that can be a
Hey,
different.
Tamar, hold on one moment. They're trying to join in. I X'd you out and see if you could join in again because every time we try to invite you, it's not letting us. So they were just trying to get back on there. So we'll see if it works this time. Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
Are you
So
good? Are we able to get them in? What we doing?
yeah, they're trying. When they tried to get in, when we tried to like add them, it kept giving us an error message, and so
Oh, sorry.
they're gonna try. We're gonna try it again. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I think we got it this time. All right, cool. I just had to. Yep.
We got it.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome
Sorry
back.
about that.
Hey, look. So y'all missed it. I don't know if y'all.
Well, we were listening
Oh, you
in.
were. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear it all. We just couldn't like speak.
Nice.
Look, Tamar said something I thought was really good too. He said strength can come in the form of love. And when he said that, you know what I thought about? Like, and y'all be honest, like literally what I've seen with women as mothers versus men as fathers, women have so much patience with kids and men don't tolerate nothing. And like our look, I ain't gonna lie, my patience level with kids is like I'll play with it, but I ain't tolerate disrespect. But women have so much mercy and listen. And one day I was in prayer and I was like, wait a minute, there's a disconnect. Like, okay, literally, there's a mercy that women have, that mothers have, that fathers can learn from, and that's a strength. I see mercy and the patience of Christ on mothers when it comes to kids, whether sons, whatever, daughters, what is just some with kids. And men, we don't play, but that's a strength.
Amazing.
For real. Because look, when we in the doghouse, we want them to be merciful towards us, don't we?
What'd you say? He said maybe.
That mercy hit a little different.
Look, we want the mercy. It's like them kids, girl, you better listen to your mama. Look, you let them run all over you. But it's a, not to promote just like bad kids, there's a mercy, man, real. There's a patience and a love that, you see in this help meet strength. So I just thought that was beautiful that you mentioned that.
I think Tamar has both. I think he has both patience for kids, but he also doesn't tolerate disrespect. It's very,
that's beautiful.
He has a lot of patience with kids, but he also is like, no nonsense. Get the belt in a heartbeat and tear your butt up.
There's a lot.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's not always, that's rare.
Yeah, I don't have the patience.
That's rare.
Yeah, I don't tolerate the bull crap and I don't have the patience, but he has both. So, yeah.
Okay, listen, one last question and then we're going to set the stage for the following sessions. I got a shirt on and I want y'all to tell me. It says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. This is in Proverbs.
That's dope.
Fellas, what you think that means? Think of this. It says, he who finds a wife. What's it say?
Finds favor.
Finds favor.
No, he who finds a wife.
Finds a good thing and obtains favor.
And obtains favor.
Obtains, like it's given to you.
Hey, tell me, fellas, what y'all think about that? Ladies. It's only with a wife, though. It's only with a wife. The goodness and favor a man's life when he finds a wife.
Lay down.
I think.
What do you think about that?
You want to go first? Donovan over there cheesing.
All right, go ahead. I ain't gonna wait, so go ahead.
Okay. What I think is that I think he designed it. He designed it like from Adam and Eve for you to be one unit. That was his intentions, that his intention that, you know, you and your wife should be as one. And if you can make that work, I think that everything would be added. You know, I think that
Mm.
it was his creation to for that to be. You know, and if you and your other half, you know, comes together, it's like and you make that work, especially with him in it. You know, I think he puts like a jewel in your crown with
Yes.
favor. You know,
I
that's
love.
that's my thing. I think,
Okay. So
Yeah.
what you saying? Like you ever been seen relationships where they've been together for 14 years?
and that's favor right there.
No, I'm talking about no. I'm talking about
Oh,
they like ain't even married. They just and it'd been 14, 20 years,
oh,
Mhm.
oh, you
and
mean
it's
like
like
that?
dude ain't
Um,
like scared. It's like okay, look, you leaving favor and goodness on the table
yes, it's
by not.
like
Boy.
That's
by
right.
not
That's
coming
right.
together and just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you it's like you get half. I mean, because you could have good things going. You know, you could by not being married and you be together, like you say, for 14 years. However, that's pretty long now.
Hey
I
man, I've seen it, man. I've seen some
14 years.
man, dude.
I've
Been
seen it.
engaged 8 years.
They've been engaged for 8 years. I've seen that, man.
Yeah,
I say.
Yeah,
I'm
and
getting
I say like almost 18 years. It's like man, like in this, it's almost like you're robbing yourself of some goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
I,
cheating yourself out some favor.
I think of it like, just even in a sense like of when like for myself when I feel like maybe my relationship with God, like I could be doing more or I could be, being working for the body of Christ more, things like that. Whereas I feel like um once I get into what he's calling me to do, like when I'm outside of his will, he might still bless me, but when I get in his will, the blessings that could come from that are so much greater
Wow.
um, than what you might receive, because I think God will still bless us and give us good things, even when we're not necessarily within his will. But once
Wow.
we get within his will, like
Full potential.
all things are added. Yeah, it's like your full potential. Like it's like it opens up with beyond what you could even imagine. I guess I think I don't know if I was supposed to answer the question, but I think
No.
that's what means by like once you find a wife, because you can find a good girlfriend and y'all be, great. And, I think about even with us, like God has blessed us, with DJ, with our son. But I tell him so, times, and that's part of what has, made us decide to really move forward is like until we're really within the will of the Lord and we're really living this life together the way that God designed it, we're not going to see the full potential of what God has for us.
Wow. You spoke that beautifully because that is so true that even when we're doing wrong, God still never withholds his goodness.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
we still.
So imagine if he'll shower his goodness in, say, if I'm in a sin or whatever I'm doing, how much more would he do?
Yes.
If you're this good and I'm going away from you like this, what would you do if I come deeper into your presence and
Yes.
intimacy and obedience? That's beautiful. I love it.
That is.
All right, okay, come on, Tamar Bonnie.
I'm sorry, I can't follow that. Nah, that was. When I think about finding that good thing and obtaining that favor, I mean, I really, I take it face value, like it really is a treasure. You say who finds his wife finds a treasure. It's a good thing. Um, because the reality is not everybody finds their wife. Some people, it is 10, 14, 20 years before they find a good thing. Some people never find it. You
Wow.
know? So, again, it just comes back to appreciation and, not taking it for granted every single day.
Wow.
Because it really is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What's up, Bonnie?
What can you repeat this scripture again? Because I wanted to say something about it. I just wanted to make sure I had it clear.
It's in Proverbs. It says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord."
I think God puts I think, you know how, like, I think about Moses, where Moses got to the end of the rock and said, like, and they were stuck between the ocean and the Egyptians. And he looked up to God, and God said, use what I've given you. I think about that with a man, that God has placed that decision in the hands of the man, because it says, he who finds a
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
So, like, it's your responsibility to go find the wife. Obviously, you want them to be in the will of God, like, and you want the man to find the wife that God has set before them. But it's interesting how that's the man's responsibility. But when they do find it, he obtains a good thing, because and you think about that word good in the Bible, God said this was good. Like, it's
Mm.
perfect to me. Like, good meaning perfect. He finds a perfect thing and obtains favor from God. So I think it's, the man finding that wife and then the favor coming. I remember when me and Tamar got engaged. And I used to think, I'm not gonna lie to you, before I got saved, I didn't really think us getting engaged to getting married was gonna be like a difference of a feeling. I'm like, all right, we've been together. Like, what's gonna be different? But I do remember when we got engaged, Tamar said, babe, it feels different. And we weren't
Mm.
even married yet. And then we got married and it felt different. It felt like we crossed over into eternal covenant. But it felt like that. Like, I can't even explain it. So it is different. And God, when we cross over into that space, I do believe, like what Kyle said, he's not withholding anything. you know
It,
every good thing that he wants for a husband and a wife, like, it happens. I can speak for me and Tamara in our life and us being married, and God has opened so many doors. He's opened so many doors in our marriage, with our kids, with our careers. He's really shown his favor over us.
mm.
I say it humbly, not pridefully or like gloatingly. I say it humbly because that scripture has come alive in our marriage.
Mm. So, you know
So,
what? It felt like finally putting right gas in a Mercedes.
absolutely.
The ride was smoother. It was
It was
different.
slow.
Yeah.
Wasn't shaky. Wasn't shaky.
Yeah. And then if I can become, I felt like we weren't living in sin, because we were living in sin before we got
Mm.
married. And
Mm.
it didn't feel like that. It felt like, oh my God, can I be real honest? We can make love and it's we're in covenant. We're not out of order. And it felt like God's hand was he was pleased.
Wow.
Yeah, just that feeling of being
Mhm.
uh, able to be naked and unashamed.
Mm.
Unashamed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's scripture, because they were both naked and
And, and ashamed.
and unashamed. Ain't that something? Naked and unashamed.
But remember, Adam and Eve were naked and ashamed.
No, they were what?
Weren't I thought when they hid, they were like
Yeah,
shamed.
after the sin. Yeah.
Before
That was
Oh,
before.
before, yeah, they were naked and unashamed.
Yeah, they were
Yes.
naked and
and
unashamed.
unashamed.
But when they
Yeah.
sinned, they realized their nakedness, and then they were ashamed.
They were,
And what happened? They hid themselves from each other.
yes.
In
Yes.
America, they couldn't feel, they weren't free to be themselves around each
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what sin does in a marriage.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. Look, so I want to stop that because that's a lot to chew on for real.
Yeah.
So here's what I challenge you all to do. How this is going to work, we're going to read 2 chapters of the book, and then we're going to discuss these things because I really believe if men and even wives, future husbands, future wives, if they understand the tools that God has given us to operate within marriage, it'll stop so many divorces.
Mm.
There's so many people get married and they're divorced right away because they're operating from a girlfriend and boyfriend mindset,
Mm.
and that's how a marriage was meant to be made.
But I also believe too that it's actually good to have premarital counseling
Yeah,
before you get married.
Yeah.
To have premarital counseling, so that way, you can set some things in order before
yeah,
you get married.
yeah. So
That
that's
makes
why,
a difference.
that's why I'm glad Donovan and Kyle, y'all on here, because this is good. Because before we got married, we met with our my grandfather, and we had premarital counseling. We didn't have nothing wrong, but we wanted to be prepared for what's going to happen after we say I do.
But we also got a premarital book,
Yep.
and we asked each other questions.
Yep. And I got that's why I put questions in this book, because
Yes.
I remember when we had the book, we had a list of questions I would ask. So if a person called me, if a woman called me after 9, or what's the latest the opposite sex and call? You know what I mean? That's what we don't think about. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Details.
Hey, that's details. And what did
Yeah.
Papa say? Because Papa was very naked and unashamed with his words.
No, but this we got out the book, so that was
That was
another
even
conversation.
before we got to him.
That's before we even got the premarital.
Okay.
We just
Okay.
asked other questions.
But we were dating,
Yeah.
and they would call at 12 o'clock. I was like, listen, so don't call.
Yeah.
So,
Can I just say something there? And Pastor Mike, I still have the notes from when we did counseling with you
Wow.
and Nia. I still have it on my phone, the notes we took.
Wow.
Yeah. Look, we even set times. Okay, what time? Let's be specific.
Yeah.
If it ain't 12, it's 11. If you still mad, I need to know what time. We need to cut that off, right?
Yeah.
What time is offensive to you? What's some other questions?
We even talked about how will we handle our parents.
Yeah.
When our parents get older, how will we handle that? But one of the things that you did say about me was, when we get married, you can't bring everybody home, because I would bring everybody home to live with me. And he was, I had to stop, inviting people home with me. So
Yeah. So, these are things that you just talk about. You never know what will come up. How would you kids? If it's a girl, how would you if it's a boy? You know what I mean? Leave the spanking. Do you what look? How does this work? What does discipline look like for you?
Yeah.
What, as a matter of fact, we even talked about, like, if somebody want to borrow money, how much money should it be before we need to talk to each other?
That's
Like,
real. It's
$20, all
important.
right, now, when it get past $20, we need to have a conversation.
Okay.
Now we need to agree. Just
yeah.
different things like that.
That part.
But I think that's good stuff to bring up, right, baby?
it is good.
Absolutely, because it's important to be in line. Like,
Yeah. And that's stuff that's real. Like, if a parent got sick, are you the child that will want your parents to come stay with you? How would your wife feel, and vice versa? I think all of that stuff is important, because you don't think about it in the moment of bliss.
No,
But
you don't.
things really happen, and those are real situations, and you have to make sure, first of all, that you and your wife or you and your husband agree.
Mhm.
We talked about money. We talked about what was another one? It was one. Oh my gosh, it was
The most talked about was sex.
Look, and even what somebing she shared with me was, when she was young, she was molested, right?
Mhm.
And so now, if we have a daughter, there were boundaries that if you consider this because I have trauma. Like one of the things that would bother her, like, okay, you know, how kids would come and just a man sitting down on the seat and the kids run between the legs, and she's like, I can't deal with that. So I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Like I had to show him, like, this is how a kid should sit.
Yeah, just
you know,
very detailed.
Yeah. I had issues, and I still have some issues when it comes to when I see kids, and you know, like, yeah.
And so now I know, okay, I have to be very tenderhearted and be considerate with my wife, at the future wife, right? So this is why we wrote the book, that so we can help marriages, because I'm tired of seeing divorces. I'm tired of people saying they're gonna get married, they get married, and then later they just don't work out, and they stay with it and they're miserable.
Yeah.
And wife and the husband both need a break from each other.
Yeah.
Like, come on, y'all. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That don't sound in favor to me.
Right.
That don't sound in favor.
That's the goal. Any questions before we go? We're gonna go.
This was good, cousin.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Too.
Yeah, we have to.
It was nice.
Donovan, I think, like as Donovan said, you know, his work schedule is a little like all over the place. So I really hope that we can, you know, make it to the next one, or we can figure out a time that works. Like even like you guys said, I think this is something that
it's very
feels, even in the moment, feels like God sent for us in the space that we're in. And it's gonna make me a little. I feel like Bonnie's wearing off on me with the crying. But like I feel like it's like heaven. It really feels like God is working in the space where we're at, and just trying to figure out, like, with like work schedules, okay, what's the next steps? What's the date? What's the, like, when are we gonna actually be able to do this? And like, what do we need to do to make it so that like this is a lasting thing? Because like, I know neither one of us wants to get married and get divorced. So it's like, but how do we find those compromises? How do we figure out what each person needs? And I feel like there's a lot of things we've talked about today that have opened up my mind, and like, okay, he probably don't know yet, but I'm like, we gonna talk about that later. Like, what does this look like to you? You know, what is, you know, I'll let you sleep tonight, but like, you know, asking, like, I mean, one of the things that he said tonight is like, you know, he said this to me before, but tonight, I don't know why I heard it differently, but like encouraging him and lifting up. And I've never thought to ask him, like, what does that look like for you? That's and good. I feel like I'm encouraging you, but am I encouraging you in the way that you need to be encouraged? Because if I think I'm doing it, but it's not what you need, then we both working in vain.
Yeah.
So I think like there's a lot of things that we've talked about tonight that have kind of like, I don't know, hit me differently.
We're going to speak about that tonight. Yeah.
Oh, tonight. All right.
That's what's up. That's beautiful. Beautiful, man.
Donovan, would you just ask God, what does he want?
Yeah.
Ask him, like, not because I know sometimes we can get hung up on dates. We can get hung up on our timelines, and you know, this has to be right. I need to have this. I need to, you know, be able to afford this kind of wedding, or whatever the case it may be. But you know, you all pray together and ask him, like, okay, Lord, what is it that you want? How do you want us to handle this?
Yeah.
You make that decision by yourself. The Lord will help you with that, and I think that's the right way to start any marriage, is with him involved.
Yeah.
And a lot of men doing it. I don't see a lot of couples doing it. Invite Holy Spirit to have input in their decisions, in their future decisions.
Yeah, you so right about that. You know, by you saying that, and like I said, you know, we as humans, we forget so quick. And just like you said, you know, that's for me to ask him what do he want. And
Mm-hmm.
there was a time, um, you know, DJ was going into daycare, and we had picked 2 daycares, and there were one, you know, we liked it. It was convenient. It was close to us, and we liked it because it was so convenient. But then there was the next one that's like kind of far, and the
More
lady
expensive.
more expensive, and however, and like we were having issues trying to choose. So we like really, you know, we were really trying on our own to like decide. So what we did, we was like, why didn't we just ask God? Like, you know what I mean? Like we forgot that we could have done that.
Yeah.
You know, and like, we prayed about it, right?
Yeah.
And afterwards, right? After we finished praying, we was like, okay, so we're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna say the thing together.
Like on 3, say
On
what you think God
1,
told
2,
you.
3, and it both came out the same daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that we felt that was close and convenient, it wasn't that one. It was the one that was far away. Not far away, but further and more expensive.
Mm.
And we felt so good. DJ even felt good about the lady because the one that was convenient, you know, he kind of he didn't even show no reaction, like no. But the lady that we chose was the one because his reaction with them was so welcoming. Like he didn't cry. You know,
Yeah.
he was happy throughout the day. So we knew that was the one.
Yeah.
Look at God. Look at God. Okay.
So do that in this situation.
Yeah.
God is blessing you all now. Imagine how much more.
Yeah.
Be in right covenant with him. Like how, you know, just if that's what you all have to do the same thing.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
No, we really thank you for that reminder because it really, you know, we forgot again, and that's it right there. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real.
Hey, that's
and then
beautiful.
and then even throwing in something that Kyle alluded to earlier. Y'all do that right now, and it's important to let him lead y'all and start off letting him lead y'all, and then when as y'all get married, you know, y'all can continue to let him lead y'all because praying together, making sure y'all in unity and you know, are aligned. Like with, it's gonna be a lot of decision making. Like that's gonna be full of decisions, and y'all not always gonna be on the same page. Y'all not always gonna feel the same way, but as long as y'all can agree to come together and come to God and, you know, let him lead y'all through the decisions, I think that's gonna be a beautiful thing.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Tamar. Thank you. I think
So when you all come back on, you got to let us know what the Lord said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
We all waiting.
We waiting.
Hey, Bonnie,
So the other thing is that while you all are praying, pray for the date.
Okay.
Make sure you pray for the date. And do you have the ring yet?
That's a personal question here.
About marriage, Bonnie. I ain't talking to Bonnie and Tamar.
Okay.
Hey,
you cannot be.
Don't mess up his spontaneousness now.
That's a personal question.
Oh, no. So understand what we're asking. Not if you had a ring to propose. Do you have it on your finger yet?
No.
No.
It's not.
Okay. That's what.
No.
Yeah, we ain't trying to like take the surprise. We just trying to see if you
Okay.
Yeah,
you already proposed.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's,
have you bought the ring yet? No.
Okay. No,
she
not
right there just waiting, like,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's how, I'm sorry, y'all. That's how I understand it when
No.
Nita asked that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do not have one on my finger yet.
Okay. All right, so Donovan. Oh, I can't wait, boy. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanna pray us out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Father, I thank you, mighty God, for both of these couples, Lord. Lord, I pray for Donovan and Kyle. Lord, open their ears to hear you, Holy Spirit, and confirm what you already set in place for their future, God, and what you have written in your books in heaven concerning their lives, mighty God. Reveal it to them. Lord, I pray, God, that even you would just open them up to your pleasure.
Yes, Lord.
Give them a lifestyle where they always will seek your voice, and give them a lifestyle of prayer, hunger, and thirst for you, and that your glory would just shine on them bright. Lord, I even pray for tomorrow body, mighty God. Lord, I pray, Father, that even with the children, mighty God, give them times where they can be able to spend time together as well.
Yes, God.
Or they would be able to get breaks and enjoy each other, mighty God, that he will be able to be spontaneous, mighty God. Lord, send them help to help kids, people that can be trusted with children,
Yes.
Lord, and keep them babies from harm's way, all of their children, mighty God, from harm's way. Don't let any any molesters, any perverted people around their babies. Protect their innocence, and Lord, protect their relationships. And Father, I also ask, mighty God, that you would just raise up men in Donovan and Tamar, men that will that they will be image bearers of Christ,
Yes, Lord.
and they will do your pleasure and give you what you want, mighty God. Raise up men in them that will seek your face, and they will be examples to other men, mighty God, and they will learn of Christ because they see them. And Lord, I pray, God, raise up these women to see the strength that you made them to be, Lord, that their strength is not just limited to their spouse or future spouse, but Lord, let them see their strength in light of you, that they will be able to walk in the grace that you've given them, and that their strength will give you glory and support what you want for your kingdom, mighty God. And help the men, mighty God, to see that also in their life and celebrate that strength and promote that strength and encourage them to be strong in you, for you as well, mighty God. We thank you. We love you. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
Man.
Amen.
Amen.
God bless you. Y'all so much. Thank
Yes, thank y'all.
We're going to
You
get
guys, this was
All right.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate y'all having us.
All right.
Thank
All
you
right.
all.
Right.
Nice to
All
meet
right.
you. Bye-bye.
All right.
You're not trying to.
Mm-mm.